Oh my goodness, welcome to another episode of You Can't Make This Shit Up. I'm Joel Hoxley. That's David Washington. David Washington is in the beautiful state of South Carolina, while I'm in the chilly state of Florida. I think you sent a little bit of cool air down. And if you want to hear what chilly is, it's 51 degrees. So that's a beautiful
Oh my
day.
goodness. It's about the same temperature here in South Carolina. That wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful day here in Florida. This is the temperature I always wait for. Just a little on the cool side, but not too cold that you can't do things. So now we're going to talk about a subject that, of course, is it's a public figure. So Christian Ziegler is the chairman of the Republican GOP here in the state of Florida. He has been he has been the chair since February, and contentious election with his vice chair, who's Evan Powers. Uh, he's been the commissioner in Sarasota, and his wife is um, a leader of the uh, Moms for Liberty. I haven't had a lot of great things to say about the Moms for Liberty, but I've always found you know uh, Mrs. Ziegler to be a very cordial person, and Chairman Ziegler, Christian Ziegler, he is so engaging. He's always there. He's always the first one to give a note out. He's never one to shy away from a comment. So this is what's up. So
Yes.
he has been charged with sexual battery. Uh, this is I'm going to bring this up. Bear with me for a second. So Christian Ziegler is facing. So sexual battery accusations against Ziegler were brought by a woman who says she had previously consensual sex with encounters that included Ziegler and his wife, Bridget. Also, play. So this thing gets really out of, totally blown up. So I just wanted to bring that up. So if you've been keeping up with the story, you'll also know that the Republicans, the Florida GOP, is to consider discipline for party chair Ziegler because of the accusation. So he said he's not going to resign, and I think when you start talk about being innocent until proven guilty, that's not the case. Look, if you have been a friend of Christian Ziegler and you know who he is, if this is true, then let the court prove it, and then force him to go. I think this is where you really know how how fractured you are as a human race when the first accusation comes out and you're already asked to resign and get out of the way. So, I mean, it's going to happen. They'll force him out. It's like they forced Santos out of Congress. I mean,
Right.
this is this is ridiculous. We eat our own. We always have. We
Hmm.
don't give anybody a chance to get through a trial unless you're Donald Trump. Then we take your side the minute the accusation comes out. It's a distraction. And that's all I'm going to say about this, David. This is the distraction the Republican Party doesn't need. It doesn't register voters. Let the courts take charge of this. Let Ziegler do what he's going to have his hands full, but he knows what he
Right.
can handle. So,
Right.
I'm,
Thank you,
I,
Joel. And when I first heard the news, I was flabbergasted. I was like, "Whoa!" The Florida GOP chair, Christian Ziegler, and his wife Bridget, uh, facing this scandal, and it's something in politics that you just have to be prepared for. It was surprising, but at the same time, it wasn't surprising. And let me qualify that statement. It wasn't surprising because we're all human beings and we have private lives. And sometimes those private lives become the political, and especially when we're in politics. And I've had opportunities to spar with Christian Ziegler on X, formerly known as Twitter. I respect the game. I really do. The man is passionate about his family, about his community, about conservative values, about his fellowship, about God, and he wants to see the best for his community, and he has a path that he has chosen to do that. And I may not agree with everything he says. However, I do respect the man, and I pray that the public respects his privacy, what's left of it, him and his wife and his three daughters, if I remember correctly. He's a girl dad. Um, and as I was saying to one of our clients at J&W, uh, everything is public. I was having a conversation on the beach with a older couple who is traveling down to Palm Beach, and we were talking about this, and I let them know, they were like, "Oh my goodness, wow!" Oh, I said, when you go into politics, nothing's private anymore. Well, we vet our clients before they sign the contract and have those multiple conversations. Dr. Stewart. um, it's in that vetting process. We let them know. We need to know everything about you, especially things that you're not so proud of that may come up,
Mm-hmm.
so that we're able to pivot correctly, that we're able to have a plan for it, so that we're able to do what's necessary to minimize its impact or to maximize its impact if it's something that is positive. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Pray for the Zieglers. These are tough allegations, and I don't know, Joel. I'm a little
Uh,
suspicious.
I'm slightly suspicious. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to follow it from, you know, I'm not going to get into the weeds with it, but I'm going to follow what the Republican Party does. I come to the fact that, you know, we as a party always talk about our values. We talk about, you know, who we are. And a lot of Christians talk about the Christian faith. Well,
Mhm.
if we're the party of the majority of Christians, where is the Christian heart at this moment in time? Well, the
Mhm.
hypocrisy. Listen, you've already run away from him. You've already given up on him. That's it. Even if he is innocent, you know, he would have to show the Christianity and forgive
Wow.
everybody. So this is like, you're going to find out who your friends are. And unfortunately, you know, if you're a politician, the October surprise exists. David, the question I have before we go, does this, is this so early that it has no distraction? That's my question.
I think in this particular election cycle is actually late. And I believe it does have an impact. We've already seen um, the Florida Democratic chair, Nikki Fried, take to social media and give her 2 cents worth. Same with Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith, former Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith, um, take to social media and give his 2 cents worth. He's running for state senate to replace the termed out Senator Linda Stewart. And can you blame them? This is politics. Of course, they're going to jump on this. Of course, that's how it is. When Nikki Fried had her issues when she was at the resort in northern Florida, and her then boyfriend, I don't know if they're together or not, had a little domestic disturbance. That was it was publicized. It was talked about, and it died down. No one's going to forget that. Well, we haven't. We just
Uh,
talked about
don't
it,
forget,
and
don't forget, don't forget. the gubernatorial candidate for who ran against DeSantis and almost beat him, being found in a that's the news. You open up the paper and it's like,
Right?
hey, Andrew Gillum found naked and drugs in his room, and now he's come back and he's on his comeback tour.
Yeah.
I've had to face the fact that I'm bisexual. I had to face the fact that it's like, well, shouldn't we have known? Shouldn't we have had some indication? I mean, you were in the party of the LGBTQIA plus, they would understand. The drug issue is the issue that stands out the most in that situation. So,
everyone loves a redemption story. So this is not the end of the Ziegler family, as it wasn't the end of Andrew Gillum. What's John Edwards up to?
how about John Edwards? But how about locally the Green family, the blow up, the destruction of the Greenberg family,
Exactly.
and his eagerness to breed, and he got to a point where he didn't think he could be affected by anything. Hey, I am the government kind of thing. So you got to
I
be a public figure is always in the spotlight. There is no private downtime. Telling this the way we're doing, you can't make this shit up. If you have anything in your past, it's going to come out. So just write the book. Just write the book now.
That's right. I better start writing, Joel. Boy, do I need
Right.
to start writing.
Yeah. It's great. But again, let's see if we can get another episode in. So, share, guys. Keep an eye on this situation and see what it does to the party. I just believe it will make for great entertainment. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.